Hello and welcome to Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I am live in Puerto Rico for the AMPS Entrepreneurship Leadership Institute retreat, where the students behind me are getting ready for their pitch competition. They have been going at it for hours and hours and even up till 1 a.m. last night. But I want to give you a look at what some of these students have been doing up until this time.
St. Thomas crew here. They've just arrived from the airport. They're basic entrepreneurs who are looking for more information. So we're glad we have them here. And y'all will say whatever you want. Biggest thing I learned, and here's what I want you to know. I don't care what you hear today. The biggest thing I learned is that if you're going to get ahead in America and in anywhere around the world, that you have to be able to build new relationships with people that you do not know. And once you do that, you don't know where your life can go. Because if you hang around the same people you're hanging around right now, you can't go anywhere except where you are right now. But if you learn how to build new relationships, which you're going to do this weekend, and some of you already have, all right, you're already talking to people and learning about people, and now we're going to learn how to build those relationships so they become long-lasting relationships. Because you never know where someone's going to be in 5 to 10 years. You don't know. You have CEOs in here, you have presidents in here, you have marketing directors in here, you have folks who are going to run big organizations that are right here in this room, but you don't know. Because you don't know where your life is going to take you. And that's why we have to build these new relationships.
So your network will determine your net worth. One of the things we do here at AMPS is create a group on WhatsApp so that you stay in touch. And then about 30 days after we leave here or sooner, we're in touch with you. We want to make sure that you connect and connect and connect.
We're trying to bring new professionals to agriculture and conservation regardless of where you want to be. You can have any careers, but as long as you're conservation-minded, agriculture-minded, that's a plus for us in USDA. So that is our purpose.
Where we are, we don't have enough startup costs to have our own place. We're working right now on renting a farm from the Department of Agriculture in St. Croix. And they rent it for like $20 a year or something around that. The plan was make Cultivating the Future an island-wide brand that is known for highlighting farmers for what they do and what they can offer. So basically just shining light on those farmers who do not get enough sales, and even shining light on just food and growing your own food and having your own personal security, because I don't know in Puerto Rico, but 98% of our food in St. Croix is imported, and that's a problem.
Left. 30 seconds.
Hi, my name is Amelia Catala, and I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. And what I think about the economy in Puerto Rico is that we still don't have that global aspect. Everything needs to pass through United States, and that can affect agriculture industry. And another part is, like, I'm from the city, I'm from San Juan, and I see that there's a lack of agriculture interest in those parts. And like, there's cities or other places in the world like Singapore that it's smaller than Puerto Rico, but they control the agriculture business. They know their agricultural research, and that can be us, but not necessarily it's happening right now, and that's what I see. of how the economy in Puerto Rico is currently working.
Be prepared to answer a question.
We're reminded of the instability of our agriculture every time we have a plate served. For example, the lettuce we ate.
Yeah.
It's romaine lettuce that's imported. And that's something that I think really affects the economy because we get reminded of it every single
What's your major at Wisconsin?
Oh, I am currently majoring in plant pathology.
Plant pathology. What is that?
Plant pathology is a well-rounded area of agriculture which includes plants, insects, bacteria, and how they all interact with each other. Yeah, it's really interesting.
I think they're like one of the problems that we have in Puerto Rico is the fact that a lot of young people like us don't really get involved with this. Like Gabriela, right? She already said it that some people think it's dirty to estar en agricultura, and I think that's something that really needs to change because we used to have caña and when we were like before, right? And we use our resources to actually make sugar and make a lot of other things that we had before.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of land and a lot of resources that we can use and we don't actually use them. And I think that is really important because we want to see a change, but change comes with people and with the help of the government.
The most important part of design. From this, yeah, we use everything. Plantains, smashed plantains, tostones. So everybody eats mofongo.
Is that right?
Yeah, and everybody wants it all time of the year. So farmers and cultures that have this, they get a high demand on it. And when hurricanes come, it crashes everything. So we've been like, since the last hurricane that hit, it wasn't hard, but it had a lot of water, so it flooded everything. So we lost a lot of.
Lost all this crop.
Yes, a lot of farmers couldn't come back from it.
A lot of people realize that agriculture is not just the farm, but like the technology, the development of it, and a lot of people find that fun. So yeah, agricultural can be fun.
Yeah, agriculture can be fun. That's great.
My name is Puerto Rico. I'm from St. Thomas.
My name is Amelia Catalan. I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Hi, my name is Isabela. I'm from Ciudad Puerto Rico.
Hola, mi nombre es Laurelis Rivera y soy de Puerto Rico.
Our business idea is compost. So they said that Puerto Rico has a lot of waste, like 11 tons of waste, and 30% of it per day, and 30% of it is organic material. And like St. Thomas, the soil in St. Thomas isn't the best. But we also have a lot of waste. So we were saying we could use the waste to make compost and better the soil for better gardening and making different type of plants.